Hey everybody, what is up? It is Stan the Man, and welcome back to another Stan the Man podcast. How are you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing really well. Today is what day? I have another fucking watch on, and I don't. It's give me a second. I had me thought yung fucking trabaho mo na niya kasi save na diretso. It's Sunday, the 11th of April, 2000 and goddamn 20. How are you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing really well. Did I just say that? I think I just said that. Anywho, let me just Oh crap! Let me just start off this podcast by addressing the big ass elephant in the room. Yes, I got COVID. Okay, but before we get into that, fucking a lot has happened since I posted anything. Well, first things first, the Aruban government fell. That's not a surprise over there. I'll talk about that during like another podcast because I can come up with like a bunch of hot takes as I can, but at the end of the day, it's not going to change the fact that the government has fallen and there will be new elections in June or July. I don't really remember. In other news, freaking DMX died. Okay, I'm gonna be completely. I'm not gonna pretend to be sad because I didn't know who DMX was until about a day ago, until a colleague told me like, "Yo, he's the guy that sang X gon' give it to you." I'm like, "Oh," and that just fucking highlights like how horrible I am with like a lot of pop culture shit in general, because look, when I listen to music, I just listen to music for the sake of listening to music. I don't delve into like the artists' lives and stuff like that. I don't care. The freaking Ice Cube can fucking kick a baby right in front of me. I'm still gonna listen to his shit. Oh Christ. Anyway, so back to it. As I just mentioned a couple of seconds ago, okay, I have COVID and I have no idea how in the flying fuck I got COVID, but this is the situation that I'm living in right now. Like, okay, it's not me. It's not just me who's just gotten COVID. Okay, I'm gonna take you back like about a week, no, a bit more than a week ago. Okay, Thursday we went back to Aruba for R&R, the 5-day long weekend for Easter. Even though I don't celebrate Easter. So we're in Aruba, things are going great. Sunday we had to go do another before we fly back to Curacao, we had to do another COVID test. So I went to Palm Beach Plaza, got the thing shoved down my throat, shoved up my fucking nose, and boom, I had a negative test result. All right, good. Perfect. Flash forward to Tuesday, we're on the plane on the way back, okay? And we noticed one thing: the plane was fucking empty. It was just us. It's literally 7 of us heading back to Curacao because one of us stayed behind. Sorry, one of us stayed behind in quarantine. So it's just 7 of us on the fucking plane, and it's the best. I got the poor man's first class, right? The minute the plane was in the air, it's like the little 2-engine planes that go. I don't know. I don't know the fucking name for it, right? The plane is so freaking small. You literally had to freaking bend over just to find your seat. Anyway, I got like the poor man's first class and everything. All right, I took off my seatbelt. Okay, stretched my legs across the aisle onto the other chair. If it weren't for the fact that the thing just makes a fucking ungodly amount of noise, I would have fallen asleep a heck of a lot quicker. But that wasn't the case. Still, it was a relaxing flight. Anyway, we arrive in Curacao. The day goes on like as normally, but at the end of the day, some of us started noticing that we were getting sick. Okay, a colleague got a headache. Then I started getting like the sniffles, and then the next day, 4 of us just started feeling like absolute dog shit. Yeah, I woke up with a freaking banging headache. I woke up with a headache like some fucking midget was fucking me in the ear the whole freaking time. And yeah, I had like the sniffles. My nose was completely plugged. I had a fever, and I checked in with the other guys. Yeah, they weren't doing too hot. Also. So, so we called up the instructor, and apparently one of the instructors is also sick. He got COVID. It's like, okay, nah, look, everybody go into lockdown, go into your rooms. Okay, what's gonna happen right now? We're all gonna get tested. And if one of us tests positive, then everybody will have to be stuck in quarantine for 2 weeks. Now, I am happy to announce that one of us did not test positive. 4 of us tested positive, myself included. All right, so of course, I saw like the irony of the situation because the first thing that popped into my head was group chat I got kicked out of like a fucking year ago, and one of the dude, I don't know, they were like kind of butthurt of something I said, and one of the dudes literally just go, "I hope you get COVID," and here you go, man. A year later, you got your wish. Bada bing, bada boom. Jeebus. But oh Christ alive, so for the first few days, I'm gonna be honest, my symptoms weren't really that severe. Like the first few days I had like a really bad headache, and I couldn't go to bed, but that was like nothing. I couldn't sleep properly. Nothing a little bit of paracetamol couldn't fix, right? And then by the third day, my symptoms have begun to normalize, and now I'm feeling, well, I'm still not at 100%, but in comparison to the first few days, I feel fucking fantastic. As for my sense of smell, I can smell just fine. Okay, I just have to get like really close to stuff so I can get the smell. I can still taste shit. And another symptom that I've discovered. I have discovered another symptom. The rest of my symptoms aren't really that severe, but I now have the overwhelming urge to drink the shit out of some tea. Like I have a shit ton of tea in my little dorm room, and I've been going dorm room, and ever since I ran out of coffee, I've been going through them like knife through butter. I swear to Christ, my kidneys. If the COVID doesn't kill me, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get like kidney stones. I'm gonna get kidney stones the size of my freaking fists once this is over. Like the amount of tea that I'm drinking, it's not normal. Because I remember in the beginning of this thing, I assumed that we were gonna be stuck in our dorms and we weren't gonna go back to Aruba. And in my little dorm room, I have a little electric kettle. Even though I hate electric kettles so damn much, is what I have. It's like I gotta work with that, right? So I use that to brew up some tea. I got freaking Earl Grey black. I got some Earl Grey black tea. I got some green tea. I got some jasmine. I got some apple cinnamon. I got a shit ton of Lipton yellow label tea. It's like a whole ass box. Like I'm staring at it right now. It's like, can you tell how old I'm freaking getting? Let me just put on my flip flops as I slowly shuffle across the linoleum floor. Nah, man, but Christ, I gotta explain that. Okay, since 4 of us tested positive, we are all currently in quarantine in Curacao, in our little dorm rooms at the naval base that we are currently staying on, and we are not allowed to exit our rooms, especially those who've tested positive. We are not allowed to exit our rooms until until the 17th. No, scratch that. Until the 20th of April. Then we get tested again, and if the test comes out negative, that means we are good to go. It kind of sucks though, because the course that I'm in right now is kind of at a standstill until we get back at it again. But I'll get to that in a little. How's quarantine life been treating me? I've been in isolation for about fucking 5 days now, and I haven't properly talked to another individual in over a week. I've been keeping mostly to myself and been doing a lot of activities alone, and I'm gonna be honest, it's been a fucking dream come true, all right? I mean, just think about that for a second. Most people, they dream about going to Disneyland, fucking waiting in line for 3 hours to go on a ride that lasts like 30 goddamn seconds, all right? Walking behind people who walk way too fucking slowly, people coughing all over you, fucking dealing with kids who stare at you all day with those stupid Mickey Mouse hats. Nah. Fuck that. I've been having the time of my goddamn life in quarantine, man. I've been just sitting down, playing video games, reading. The only problem is I can't work out. That's really the only downside, okay? There's a limited amount of physical activity you can do in a small room, but I've been doing my freaking push-ups, sit-ups. Maybe tomorrow I'll start doing some light cardio in the balcony, okay, to make sure my cardio doesn't fucking get shot out the goddamn window. Especially now, since what's gonna suck, we're gonna be immobile for about 2 whole weeks, and then we're gonna get back into the uploading. We're gonna go back to running, doing the obstacle courses, all kinds of shit, right? And to go from immobile to being the most mobile people on the fucking planet, that is going to suck. So I gotta make sure I gotta keep my heart rate up somehow. Okay, so in the mornings I try to do some push-ups, I try to do some crunches, that type of jazz. Tomorrow I'm gonna see if I can incorporate some kind of cardio workout by just jumping around, that type of jazz for now. But Christ alive, it's been a dream come true. Nobody's been bothering me. Nobody's been bothering me like at all. Like I just turn off my phone. I'm the worst at social contact. I'm the worst at social contact to begin with, man. Okay, what do I mean by this? All right, when I get home from work, when I get home in general, I just freaking put my phone on silent, toss it across the room, and just fuck off. Somebody could be calling me for help, bleeding to death because of some illegal shit that they done, and I would not fucking know. Why? Because I'm in my own freaking world, away from the freaking phone, away from social media, away from all the bullshit that people seem to be thinking about on the internet. I'm in my own fucking castle right now, and it's I'm gonna be honest, it's fucking awesome. I'm pretty sure there's like something I'm pretty sure there's like something wrong with me. Like my unbelievable urge to avoid people is still strong, even when my main task right now is to just avoid people. Like I can't explain it. Oh wait, the door's being knocked. Hang on, who's out there? All right, sorry about that. Okay, I thought I heard someone knocking at my freaking door. Oh no, but it's been going great, man. It's been going great. Like this reminds me like back then, like even before the pandemic and stuff like that. Yeah, even before I have like this no, this was during the pandemic. I have like this distinct memory. I was at Superfood, right? And I have my face mask and everything on. And I'm just thinking, oh man, no one's gonna recognize me. I'm anonymous as all shit. It's gonna be freaking fantastic. And I go to the supermarket, right? And and oh Christ, this friend, I freaking love her. Okay, she's one of the best people that I have in my life right now. But she's like a little bit too extroverted for my taste. Like if I go to the supermarket, all I want to do is get in, buy my shit, and get out. I don't want to sit there and have like a 20-minute moronic conversation about fuck all. So and she recognized me even with the mask, and I hear Stan, and like freaking my right hand to God. You want to know what I freaking did? You want to know what I did? I made the fakest voice possible. Go, oh no, it's not me. You got someone else. When clearly it's freaking me. It's the same flannel shirt, the same freaking trucker cap and everything. Like even with the mask, you can tell that it's me behind that fucking mask. And still, I just did not want to talk to people. And this is someone that I consider one of my best friends in the whole fucking world. I think there might be something wrong with me. But Christ, like I said, I've been having like the time of my life. I'm doing a lot of drawing, reading. I started reading Atomic Habits because I finished up Hard Times Create Strong Men. That's a good, great fucking book. Atomic Habits, because even though I consider myself compared to a lot of people my age, I think I have my shit pretty much together. Not like that together, but there's still some shit I gotta work on. Like for example, my fucking my freaking horrible habits that I have. Like I'm gonna be honest, I don't like making the bed in the morning. Even though I make the bed every time I do it, whenever I find an excuse not to make the bed, I will not make the bed. Okay, and I'm trying to fucking fix that. What else I got? Oh yeah, I have like this freaking horrible habit of if I finish a plastic bottle, rather than like throw it away, I'll keep it somewhere. I'll fucking keep it somewhere thinking, oh, I'll just refill it when I'm done. I'll never refill it. It'll just end up gathering dust. So I'm trying to fix those teeny tiny kinks. But when it comes to the bad habit I have of just avoiding people, including loved ones, nah, I don't think I'm gonna fix that too. Just fix that soon. That's a part of who I am. Like fucking hell, I'm like a hermit living in this little cabin in the woods. But before you know it, I'm gonna have like the mohawk, like a taxi driver. Huh? Huh? You talking to me? Huh? You talking to me? Nah, that, a lot of reading, gaming. I've even been doing some writing in my spare time. Like, I've been taking like this alone time to actually not figure some shit out. Nah, I'm not. What am I? Like 23 years? What am I? Nah, I'm 23. Everybody's trying to figure their own shit out. But I think it might have been like. I think it might. I've always thought it was a good idea to ever like. I think. Nah, what the fuck am I saying? Talk. Form words, you fucking moron. Anywho, I've always like thought it might have been a good idea to sit in a quiet, empty room with nothing but your thoughts and a way to actually type out those thoughts. Okay, and I think, all right, cool. I'm not that much of an unhinged person, but some people like my take on life in general. On this fucking big shit cake that we're eating called life. So I thought, all right, cool. I'm gonna take the time and just sit down and just write about what I think is going on, that type of jazz. Up there, go. Yeah, that's the food. Give me a minute. Christ alive, this podcast sure has a lot of interruptions. So, in case you're wondering, all right, why do I have to go to the door? Okay, normally we go down to the cafeteria for chow. Okay, what we call combais, or I think in English you guys call it the mess hall or something. But right now in our quarantine, someone actually brings the food up, and it's my buddy Tyson right now, and it's frikandel. I do not like frikandel. If you want to know what frikandel is, okay, every part of the cow that's inedible. The Dutch thought it was a good idea to just chop it up and turn it into a fucking sausage and think, lekker. Nee. Actually, there's nothing wrong with frikandel. I just ate so many back in boot camp. I ate so much frikandel that I'm just sick of it. Anywho, back to whatever the fuck I was talking about. Yeah. Like, right, like, I don't know. It's not exactly therapeutic, but I just literally just sat down and tried to put down as many of my thoughts to paper as I possibly can. Okay, let's see what. Let me just like scroll through some of them. All right, Let me just scroll through some of them real quick. Okay, I got 17 pages down. An organic brain and a. Oh man, am I gonna like ghost read this or some shit? Am I gonna like ghost read this or some shit? Oh fuck it, I'll just ghost read it. I'll just ghost read it. An organic brain in the digital world, as mentioned in the introduction. Yeah, I had like an introduction and everything. God fucking damn it. I'm 23 years old at the cusp of Gen Z. Like many people my age, I have access to the internet via my phone, tablet, and computer. Whenever you use your phone, you might fail to realize that you have nearly every piece of recorded human knowledge in the palm of your hand. Think about that. I'm not gonna fucking read this, okay? You shouldn't put your thoughts out there on the internet. Like, I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna read this and think it's some kind of manifesto or some shit, but nah. I've just been like writing down shit that not exactly has been bothering me, but you know, my opinions on shit that I think is not exactly good for the world right now. But keep in mind, I'm like 20. How would I know what that is? I'm only 23 years fucking old with barely any life. Oh, this counts as life experience. Okay, this is like, okay, what? How many times? I've nearly been fucking killed 4 times. I'm pretty sure this, like, me getting COVID is like part of the universe is part of the universe is like ongoing experiment to prove that I am just too damn stubborn to die. My freaky god. Like, when it comes to drawing, I've been mostly going back to the basics of human figure drawing because it's been like a while since I've drawn anything. And I'm gonna be honest, it kind of sucked in the beginning. Your arm just doesn't know what the fuck to do. But oh Christ alive. What happened? I mean, things were going like great before this, though. Like especially with the uploading, like what we did before the shit went down. Before we went back to Aruba, we were busy with Schiet Bivak. Schiet Bivak is basically like 2 weeks we spend out in Wakawa. Wakawa, as I mentioned in the beginning, as I mentioned in previous podcast, is the live firing range used by the Dutch Armed Forces here in Curacao. It's like this big expanse of fuck all, right? And what we've been doing right now is mostly live firing training, learning how to adjust the sights of, learning how not only to adjust the sights of our rifles, but also how to teach people to shoot better. Because as instructors, as future instructors, we need to be able to teach the recruits how to shoot better, how to actually hold their rifle properly, how to adjust their breathing for better accuracy, that type of jazz. But there's also live fire and movement, and what that is okay. So you have fire and movements. We have fire and movement strategies to make sure one squad is moving, meanwhile while the other squad is giving constant covering fire, right? So at first we did that with blanks, then we did it dry, and now you're plated up, you got your helmet and everything, and you have to do it with live rounds. And behind each team there is what we call a veiligheidsfunctionaris, okay? And that, let's call him the safety dude, okay? The safety dude has you have like this freaking vest, this bulletproof vest that makes you look like a tortoise, all right? And then you have to put on this freaking high visibility jacket, so now you look like the gayest tortoise in existence. And you have to you basically have to run up behind the guy to make sure the other guy doesn't cross into his fire sector, and therefore preventing him from shooting his buddy in the ass. And so far it's great, but the only problem is running. When you have to run and duck with all that shit on your back, it is awful. You get tired so goddamn quickly. You fucking bust up your knee pretty goddamn badly. And you know the instructors are going to be dicks about this. Okay? The instructors, they have brand new combat Sierra vests, you know, the ones that are actually the size of a human fucking being. The size of a human fucking being, the ones that actually fit around your body nice and tightly to make sure you can move around. The ones that we have, the weights is evenly have you ever tried to carry a water bed or some shit? That's the only way I can describe it. The weight is not evenly distributed whatsoever freaking ever. You pop a knee every time you fucking try to stand up in the goddamn thing. Man, I can go on and on trying to explain like why I hate this damn thing so damn much, but it was still nice. Afterwards, on the days that we actually came back early, you usually come back like all dirty and sweaty. Oh my god, the fucking rain! I keep forgetting about the fucking rain. Like, I am dead serious. It never rains when it should rain here in Curacao. It only rains when we're outside of the tent. I came back and I was all muddy one day and shit. A story for another day. Oh man, but during the downtime, what do I mean by downtime? Okay, so we would usually get back to base around 3, which gives us enough time to clean our rifles and then head back, and we're done for the day, right? And we retreat to our dorms. And in the dorm, so there's like a dormitory here in where we're at, and in that dormitory there's this TV room with this big fucking TV and everything. And I brought my Nintendo Switch with me, and we thought it was a good idea to play Mario Kart. Fuck me for thinking it's a good idea to play Mario Kart. Okay, Mario Kart is a freaking toxic relationship. You know it's bad for you, but you can't fucking stop. Like, I've seen the friendship, the bonds and friendship that we formed over the last, how long has this shit been going on? Freaking 3-4 months, crumble in one Mario Kart match. Okay, the quietest dude in our whole freaking squad, the dude who's usually chill and says nothing, starts scream. You know when he starts screaming like a freaking madman because he got hit by a blue shell or two back-to-back red shells. You know this game. This game was designed. Oh man, I'm pretty sure the Japanese took their torture methods from like World War II and used it in this game because this game is designed to break you. There's no other way of explaining that. Oh Christ, so yeah, there's that. There's also a whole lot of theory, and right now, oh Christ, what are we gonna do right now? We're busy with infects. Infects basically means you're gonna have to teach people how to, I don't know, infantry exercise. I think that's what you guys call it in English, right? Infantry exercise. Yeah, infantry exercise. There you go. Ah man. Nah, but one thing that I've been like doing so far in quarantine that a lot of people fucking hate, especially my mom, is I'm limiting the amount of time that I actually spend on my phone, and by that I mean I'm trying to limit the amount of time that I'm spending on social media in general. Like especially right now, if you're sick, not only sick with what is currently the virus that is causing the world's deadliest pandemic at the moment. I don't think it's a good idea to actually like plug in your brain to the absolute dump trucks of useless information that is being posted on social media sites every single day. Like I read the news and everything, but whenever I see people like comment or just fucking post their theories on the thing about the internet is everybody on here thinks they're smart. All right, everybody on here thinks they're smart. I got some news for you. Okay, most of you barely finished fucking high school. Like what the fuck, bruh? Oh man, but yeah, that's why I'm trying to like distance myself from social media in general. I'm just trying to distance myself from social media in general, especially like seeing the epidemic of man babies who are on there. Like Christ alive, like people, I've never heard so much fucking complaining in my life. Like I'm the one that's sick over here. You're perfectly healthy you're perfectly healthy with your freaking $1,200 iPhone and an air conditioned room and a house with Wi-Fi and stuff like that. Okay, please tell me how difficult your life is, sir. Oh, but it's not only that. Those nerds at Silicon Valley, okay, they do a lot more. The ones that actually manage these social media sites, okay, they do a lot more than just running code or taking down profiles that may seem a bit too offensive. They straight up find fucking ways to manipulate your brain chemistry, like fucking Frankenstein or some shit. And some of the tricks are pulled straight from casinos. All right, okay, let me give an example. Let me give you an example. Okay, like the freaking pull down to refresh function. Okay, it basically plays with our attraction to unpredictability. Okay, you pull it down thinking that, oh, maybe there's something exciting waiting for you as some kind of reward. Sometimes there isn't, and it's that unpredictability that keeps making us like pull it down thinking we're gonna see something new or some shit. But man, not to mention the creepy amount of fucking data mining that's going on over there. Okay, it's fucking asinine. I remember there was this book I read called Chaos Monkeys, and it's from the former product manager of Facebook, Antonio something Martinez. Okay, and he wrote that the company is the regulator of the biggest accumulation of personal data since DNA. But wait, there's more. Besides recording your activities on Facebook, they also collect data on other online activities. Like, have you ever searched for something on Amazon and then the next day see adverts of that fucking product in your feed and you think, oh fuck, now I gotta board up the house. You start putting on the tinfoil hat. Oh Christ, but besides that, they also pay data collection companies and literally buy information about your offline life. That info can include, but is not limited to, your income, loans that you may have taken, your credit limit, basically any fucking purchase you ever made with a car. If you're a lonely housewife or husband and you bought a vibrator from Adam and Eve or some shit, chances are that Facebook kinda knows about it. Okay, like long story short, the reason why social media sites wants to keep you hooked, alright? Because I don't know, the data it makes them money, all right? They sell your data to advertisers and it makes them money, okay? And I don't want to feed into that. Not only that, like the fucking psychological, like I'm not a psychiatrist or a psychologist, or like I mentioned in the past, I have no accolades and stuff like that, but I feel my freaking gray matter disintegrating if I'm like on social media for too long. And I realized it might be a problem. Yeah, I realized this was like a problem like about a year ago, right? Yeah, a year ago. And I it was so bad that I wrote it down, that I started scrolling on Facebook at fucking 8:25 at night, and by the time I closed the app it was nearly 11. It was I was scrolling on that stupid app for about an hour and a half, and I don't even remember what I was looking at, just mindlessly scrolling. And that's when I realized that, okay, you know what, this shit might be time to, slow it down or touch it down for just a little bit, you know? But yeah, fucking what time is it right now? How long have I been recording this shit? I don't know how long this has been, but screw it. I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. I got nothing more to talk about. If you'll see another podcast from me in the later times, that means I did not die. But for now, I don't think, like, I've been through shit already. I've been nearly killed 4 fucking times. It's gonna take a hell of a lot more. It's gonna take a hell of a lot more than a fucking coronavirus to kill this son of a bitch, alright? Anywho, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. Hope you guys stay safe, stay awesome, stay hydrated out there, okay? This is Stan the Guitar Kid, or Stan the Man, signing off.